Hey, it's Greg Milby, Kentucky's Heartland, kentuckysheartland.com, and I am going to warn you, I'm joined by my vertically challenged friend from Radcliff Mayor J.J. Duvall. Hello, J.J.
Hello.
What do you...
I'm just talking into your mic that's all the way down here.
You can't give away the secrets of what I'm doing.
Hi.
Nobody's supposed to know that I got a microphone down here.
Oh, God, you and your technology. I feel like I'm going to get tanned.
You're going to talk about the booster seat I've got you sitting on?
I am sitting up higher than you.
I know, and I did that on purpose. I wanted you to be as tall as I am. And look at that. Look, if I put, look, you look tall in that picture.
I'm afraid to look. I mean, I feel like I'm getting baked as I'm sitting. I feel like a potato in an oven right now.
You got a tan. Actually, you know what? Let's go back in. By the way, we're going to talk about the 10th annual Radcliff Mayor's Breakfast.
There's a point to this, right?
That's coming up tomorrow at Colvin Community Center from 9 until noon. So there's your little Clip Notes version of the information.
That means we want to keep you watching.
Right. Stay tuned. Once we get by this childishness,
we'll substance to this
we'll
video.
actually get to that. So take your hat off.
Why?
Show everybody.
What's wrong with it?
Look, dude.
Look at the coiffed.
That's a lot.
Look at it. I ran out of hair product this morning, and so this is what it looks like all natural.
Actually, turn your head around.
What?
All the way around. Right there. Look, you can actually see. It has look at that. You can see it in that monitor over there. You have swirls in your head.
Yes, it is.
I wouldn't wear my hat.
I would a side profile there.
You could keep that as a.
This is what it's like having hair.
Yeah. Well, hair today, gone tomorrow. All right, so. Radcliff Mayor's Breakfast, 10th annual, tomorrow.
Isn't that a long time?
What
the heck what's that? What is that? You got like a circle.
Whatever, dude.
I asked you earlier.
Right there?
Look at it. See
I got a cowlick in my beard. I don't have it on that side, though.
Good Lord. All right, Mayor's Breakfast. What do you want to talk about? Why am I here?
We need to, if we're going to do this, we got to have like a regular show.
How old are you now?
You never asked a man that question. Wait a minute, that's a woman.
47?
I'm 45.
45.
I'll be 46 next month.
Wow.
You should know when my birthday is. You were at my 40th birthday party. You have photos from that party.
You're just getting old.
How old are you now?
So Mayor's Breakfast is coming
up. How old are you now?
I'm 40. I'll be 41 this year.
You were elected mayor when you were 33?
30. 10. Yeah, 10.
I didn't know if you started
10 years ago.
I didn't know.
Mayor's Radcliff 10 years ago. I'm glad we got an audience. I'm glad somebody's here to witness this.
We have a job shuttle from Nelson County High School. He will not get into this line of work, I can tell.
10 years ago, 2011, we started the Mayor's Breakfast. January. We thought it would be a great idea to kind of bring people together and, kind of fellowship and kind of start the new year off. Kind of like everybody's New Year's resolution. Let's go to the gym.
Yeah.
By the way, it is jam-packed. So we're hoping it'll taper back off back in February.
Were you driving by Planet Fitness in Radcliff? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
driving. Are you talking about the traffic?
It's all jammed out in front as I'm trying to.
When I go to City Hall, the parking lot's full. I can tell you're going to the gym.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank
you. Yeah.
All right, so
you just made me feel like more of a man. Thanks. So the 10th annual Mayor's Breakfast, but we thought it was a good way to just get people to come together and fellowship. And honestly, we started with a really small group, and we asked people to basically donate time, money, if they wanted to bake something and stuff. We had a really good response. People came out. A couple hundred people. Well, every year it kind of got bigger and bigger and bigger. And so even when Mayor Weaver was in, he kept that during his 4 years. And so here we are now going into my second year of mayor again, and we're in the 10th year. So.
And it is a great time. It is an opportunity to come in because the food is great.
Yeah, it's all local.
It's not. The city doesn't pay for all the food.
That's right.
It doesn't come out of the taxpayers' money.
This is all sponsored food, organizations, civic groups. This year is a little bit different. We actually asked our fire department, the police department, some of our other departments to pitch in this year and come out, and mostly all of them are. For instance, like Planning and Zoning is going to have a cereal bar, which we've never had before, down the basement. Stormwater is going to be there, Public Works, and basically they all cook the food. So it's just like you just took it out of the oven at home and you're sitting there, and a lot of people like breakfast foods, and it's just kind of a good way to start your
Well,
year
it is a
off.
breakfast.
God, my gosh, I'm just going to push you in the floor. And so, it's a good way to, there's a lot of casseroles. My wife's making like 4 or 5 casseroles. And so it's just it's a good way to start off your morning.
And I like it. I think it's a great opportunity for people to come together and do that. And you mentioned the different departments doing stuff. It seems to be that over the last 2-3 months, you put a lot of focus on letting people get to meet the department people. Yeah, I see some Facebook videos and different things that you've been around.
Yeah, ultimately, like even today, we should have another one going up. But your department heads are also running the city. I'm the figurehead, but they're the ones on the day-to-day operational side that's working to get stuff done. And a lot of times, people don't even know who they are. And so, one thing that Jeff Gregory, Mayor of Elizabethtown, and then Pam Ogden and myself had all talked about is also coming together with those department heads and us all have a meeting so those department heads get to know each other from different cities. They've never done that before, and I think it's an opportunity for them to share some knowledge and collaboration between our communities to help. If they may need something, E-Town may have it, come there and get it. Kind of help out. And Tim Walker and I did that, and I think it's a great way for our communities to work together.
And what I think is really cool, and we've talked about this before, years ago when Mayor Tim Walker was with us, and then you and Radcliff, and we had Blake Prophet in Vine Grove, and Colonel Jenkins on Fort Knox. It was almost like the Four Horsemen. You guys were always together.
We were always together.
And I know you talked about this time around, you were hoping it would get to that. And every time I see you guys together and pictures on social media or in the paper or whatever, it really, really gives me a good feeling because I know all three of you personally, and I know what your heart is. And I think it's really cool that you guys are all working together.
Yeah, and to that, after this show, we're all going over to a high school here in town, and we're all speaking to some youth together. One of the mayors was asked to come, Pam Ogden was, and so she invited both Jeff and me, and Jeff's going to try to make it, and I told her I'd make it definitely down there so it's a good thing. And speaking of that, the barbecues, blues, and bikes, the first one.
Oh my gosh!
I have a great photo of you, me, and Tim. I'm sitting in the golf cart, and you're next to me, and Tim's standing there, kind of holding on the side of it, and we're all just dying laughing. I can't tell you what we were dying laughing about, but it was something good.
I think the picture's right there on the screen right now. You can't see it, but people will be able to see
it.
Okay, gotcha. Because that's one of my favorite photos of all time, of all my years of stuff that I've done in this community, being around. That is one of my favorite photos.
We're just dying laughing, and you think of memories like that in Tim, and so it's good to see that camaraderie between our communities again, and ultimately, we're all working for the same goal, to grow Hardin County and become a better community, and so it's good to see us all working together. And they will be there that day too. I was going to add that all the mayors, including Billy Ash, your elected officials will be there, and truly, you get to meet and greet. With all those stuff.
So tomorrow, 9 till noon.
Yep.
Colvin Community Center in Radcliff.
Yep.
It's a free breakfast. It's a
free
little
door
bit
prizes.
Of anything. Door prizes.
Yeah, remember door prizes. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. Every year.
They have J.J. Duvall bobblehead dolls.
We're having some.
We should.
Yes,
oh my
I'm
gosh.
glad you.
I'd love to have one of those. I would put one right up here in the back mantle if there were one of those.
I may get a photo, like a painted photo of myself to hang up on.
You know what? You bring me a painted photo of yourself,
it will be there.
I will put it right there, in the center. I promise you, I would do that.
Honestly. You made me see. You talk so much, and I forgot my train of thought. I don't even know what the heck I was going to say. Now you just ruined it.
You got a short memory.
I don't even know what the hell I was going to say. Now.
Okay, so the mayors will be there with you.
Yes,
and Billy Ash will be there.
Billy Ash,
he's the important one to have there.
Radcliff Electric, for the last 10 years, has given me a Carhartt code or coat. And for the last 10 years... Can they
give you gifts like that?
They can. Oh. For the last 10 years, not to me, to the breakfast.
That's what you said.
They're going to... we usually donate. That's the last prize we always give. And, you have businesses like that is really committed to this for the last 10 years, and we really appreciate them and a lot of many other businesses that supported that.
And that's what makes the difference. And I know... And there will be somebody that'll make a negative comment on this video, which drives me crazy. It seems now with social media, everybody's very, very social with their comments, and even if they're not fully aware of what they're talking about, 100%. Yeah. So
it's part
no
of
matter what,
it's part of the job. You take the criticism, and most of the people that there's a great picture, and you'll appreciate this as a football fan. There's a great picture of a guy. He's in his tighty-whities, no shirt on, of course, no pants. He has a beer and a chicken wing in his hand, and he's yelling at the TV. Have you seen this meme? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, buddy, you know how to do it better than the player, or something like that. But it kind of symbolizes what sometimes our society's gone to, is that it's easy to criticize without knowing or without putting yourself in person's positions. And I think being in this job now, I've realized. I'm not too critical of my leadership because sometimes you don't know everything, and you need to know the facts and the information.
And there's a lot of moving parts. You guys aren't personally shutting down places in Radcliff,
No,
but
we've
for
had
the people
about 9 closed in the last year.
But out of the 9 that is closed, how many have opened?
We've had 190 business license pulled this year.
Right. So, I mean, that's what I like to talk about is that.
Yeah.
And can there always be improvements and growth? Yeah. And I know you know that.
Well, I know
you're working
someone
on that.
said, I know you touched on this and we won't be much longer, but somebody said the mystical imagine businesses opened up in and I'm like, it's sitting on my desk January to December 2019, 190 business license. I'm sitting there going, I guess I just made this up. This is all fake, and it's just like you sit there and you kind of go, well, if that's what gets them through the day.
Right. I had actually,
kind of like,
not to get personal and share this, but I will. I had somebody message me and we're critical about you. I never did tell you this. This has been lately. And they were like, I know you're best buddies with the mayor, but understand that this is what's going on there.
Yeah.
I just responded back, I don't like the guy at all. I actually dislike him. No, I didn't say that. I said, yeah, actually we are friends. But I said, I also know that you don't even live in the state of Kentucky. And you comment on all kinds of things going on in E-Town and Radcliff. So unless you have skin in the game, I don't necessarily think it's that big of a deal.
And people are watching, and you've known me for many years now. I'm very easy going. So if you want to come see me, and if you got a suggestion that can change, or criticism's great. I don't mind criticism at all. But if you got a solution to fix it, by all means, come see me. And if it's something that we can actually implement and work through, I'll have to give you credit for it. But until that happens, a lot of times people just sit back. And I've encouraged people even to come in. I'll see them through our Facebook Live videos or stuff, and they, we'll be talking about the mayor's breakfast, and they're talking about the soccer fields that happened 2 years ago. Why wasn't this fixed? So it goes from one extreme to the other.
There's a lot of moving parts in the city.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
And so, but the Radcliff Mayor's Breakfast, that is coming up tomorrow, and the Colvin Community Center starts at 9, runs until noon. Are you going to be serving people, or are you just going to eat the whole time?
We usually do. I usually start off by greeting, shaking hands.
Oh, okay.
And then I usually move downstairs to passing out the door prizes. And
you're not going to do any physical, like really.
I will probably wait to eat last because I'm a giving soul, Greg. Unlike you, I don't have to be first in everything. And so I'll probably eat.
That's a
later.
lie.
Later at.
Because like our family stuff, they feed by size. So at my 40th birthday party, J.J. got to go first over a 10-year-old in my house.
I can't believe it's been that long. I remember that picture of you that we have from your mom gave me of you in a UK shirt.
Yeah,
I still have that. I still have it on
I know
my
you
phone.
do. And I have the one of you in the Louisville thing. Should
You
I
do.
post that
Let me
too?
just say, that was, dude, when that popped up that day that we played, dude, I laughed because it was almost symbolic because I sent that one of me and you in the UK, and then you just put that on there. I was like,
I have them waiting. You and Senator Dennis Parrott, which, by the way, I will publicly say this now. I do still owe you an elf costume.
Because you never go.
No,
through
we
that.
didn't. You did that on
You're
purpose.
my witness, young man.
I did not. Look, one, you guys canceled it because
yeah, that day it
rained. Imagine something you doing had rain involved with it.
This is awful.
Never happened when other mayors were doing it. Anyway, so I will wear the elf costume at some point.
We'll do something again where you can.
I'm not betting anymore.
I've got a
My
full
team's
year.
not.
I've not
had a good run lately.
You've had a good Louisville's a good team this year. I mean, they.
Your phone is vibrating by my microphone over and over and over.
Is it?
But that's okay. I mean, you're the mayor. You've got 2 phones.
Who's calling me?
All right,
Brian Smith.
Oh, okay. All right, well, we'll wrap it up now.
The constable.
The constable, Brian Smith.
Constable.
All right, so Radcliff Mayor's Breakfast this Saturday, tomorrow, runs from 9 until noon at Colvin Community Center. It is free. Again, it is a gift from the community. You've got great organizations and great companies that make that happen. JJ will be there, shaking hands, kissing babies.
All the other
something
mayors
like that.
should be there.
Sticking around and giving door prizes away like he's Pat Sajak, but not actually doing any labor.
And I will say, I like your setup. You got a great setup here. Thank you for really going all out for me today and putting this together. It's really, and the tables and the microphone down there is even better. So
yeah, nobody's supposed to see the table and the microphone. All right, thank you. It's like a magician telling away all the secrets. He's Radcliff Mayor J.J. Duvall. I'm community storyteller and curly bearded Greg Milby.
Get you some beer butter, I think. I think get you some beer balm.
There's not enough beer butter to fix that. Just like there's not enough Just for Men to fix that head of yours. This is Kentucky's Heartland. Thanks for watching.